Have moved in, they're making their own protective equipment, and they have lost a third of the people they care for in just 8 days. A care home in Peterborough has been sharing the struggles they are facing as the coronavirus pandemic continues. It is now known that more than 2,000 care homes across the country have experienced outbreaks, although the number of deaths is unclear. Care homes are of course, in lockdown, so what is life like inside them? Well, the manager of Philia Lodge has been trying to show us. Mosimi Bakshi reports.
This is how to keep spirits up in our care homes. Staff going the extra mile for their elderly residents. But at the Philia Lodge in Peterborough, coronavirus has taken its grip and the manager has moved in.
So 8 days ago, this was what I classed as my office, and now it is my bedroom and the home's management office. Well, it's the end of day 4, and unfortunately we have lost 2 residents today. I'm currently just sat here waiting for the out-of-hours GP to come and verify the death of my second resident. I really don't know what to say at the moment. We're just trying to hold ourselves together, and hopefully that there'll be some light at the end of the tunnel and tomorrow will be a better day.
16 out of the 18 residents here have shown symptoms of COVID-19, and 3 weeks into the lockdown, the pressure is starting to show.
It's been difficult. It's been hard on all the staff, all the residents' families. And without the support that I've had, I would have left a long time ago. But we've all got on with it and done what we can. And I can sleep well at night knowing that I did give them all the love and care that I could in their last moments.
If there's one thing that I'm happy about, it's that you finally found your peace. I'm so extremely proud to call you my grandma. You've fought so hard to stay with us, but now it's your time to finally rest and be back with Grandad. We're so sorry that we can't be with you as you take your final breaths, but we know that the carers who have done such an amazing job of looking after you the past 3 years will be there with you. And we're all there next to you in spirit, and will be always and forever. For now, Grandma, this is goodbye, but I know that you will always be with us in our hearts, and that you've helped make so full of love and happy memories for us to treasure forever.
Peggy died on Easter Monday, remembered as someone who always put her family first.
I'll pitch your ear, my darling.
The care home itself has lost 85% of its staff to sickness over the past few weeks, just as Doris and Valeria need them the most.
Say, love you, Eileen. Love you, Laura.
We knew that we had a fight on our hands. We knew that it was going to be hard. What I wasn't prepared for was how hard it was going to be emotionally, watching so many of my residents suffering from coronavirus.
In total, 6 residents have died in 8 days. Ian remembered as someone who loved to crack a joke and enjoyed life to the full. Gillian, who enjoyed telling stories of her past. And George, who spent his whole life caring for others. In their time of need, when coronavirus kept them apart, it was the staff at Philia Lodge who became family when they were separated from their own. Mosimi Bakshi, BBC Look East.
Well, Philia Lodge is part of a group of care homes run by Chris Graham. Tonight, he told me that he could not be more proud of his staff for their dedication and their devotion, but he said it's time the government also saw their value.
The comment before all this was going on was that healthcare assistants and support workers were unskilled labour, and actually being in social care is a fine art. It's difficult. It's a profession, and they are skilled people, and they should be recognised as skilled people.
Well, A lot of your carers are working one-to-one with people who have got COVID-19. Let's just talk about some of the challenges of that. How are you doing for personal protective equipment, this PPE that we hear so much about?
So PPE, it's been very difficult. We've had to go to local supermarkets, local shops. We've had to be creative and look on social media platforms for people that are selling it. We've had to be even more creative and make some PPE ourselves in terms of the visors. We've been quite lucky in Philia Lodge, in our residential home, where the local authority did provide 4 days worth of PPE for us. But at the minute we are scraping by. Obviously we're having to pay VAT on our PPE, which is an essential item at the minute in social care. And the NHS at present don't have to pay that VAT, which seems a little bit unfair.
So your carers are providing care to the residents in your care homes. They're not trained to administer medication. You rely on district nurses to do that. Now, you are worried that you are about to face a real dilemma when it comes to medication. Just explain that to me.
Yes, so we have district nurses coming into the homes to administer end-of-life medications for people. And currently they have been speaking to our registered manager, and the GP's been speaking to our registered manager about the fears that they face, and actually that they might not be around in the next coming weeks to administer this medication for us, which they're looking at coming into our homes and providing Skype training or Zoom, training on Zoom, sorry.
So just to be clear, either the district nurses provide some training to your carers over Skype to help them administer it, in which case you still face issues, do you, with insurance, accountability, or you have to leave your residents who you care about without any medication. Is that the dilemma you face?
That's the dilemma we face. So what we're asking our HCAs to do is a nurse-delegated task with no nursing support in that home. So it's going to get to a point where it feels quite unsafe, and we will not do that unless there is proper guidance for this. Someone is accountable and responsible, and that won't be us as the care provider. It would need to be a regulated body for that.
Chris Graham there. Well, there has, of course, been growing criticism of the fact that virus-related deaths in care homes have not been fully reported. Well, Mosemi Bakshi is in the